Welcome to Twin Peaks with Steve and Putty, episode number 5. We're looking tonight, or we're looking at the One-Armed Man is the title of our episode.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how much of a TV, expert you are.
Yeah.
But there's another one-armed man in TV history. Do you know of this one? Besides Wayne's World?
No, I can't.
So The Fugitive has a one-armed man in it. So there's a little bit of a kind of reference to that.
Yeah.
So, yes. And he was the accused murderer of, Harrison Ford, but also I can't remember who the original actor was in the TV series. So we kind of get on the track of our one-armed man pretty early on in the episode. Hawk discovers him at a kind of a cheap, out of the way hotel where some other stuff's going on. But I guess we won't talk about that too much because he's kind of filling things in. So, do you feel like he was some wonderful clue as to the murderer, or not really?
Not really. I think it was kind of more of a red herring.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the murderer would be just some random guy that they find 5 episodes in.
And he doesn't appear to have any kind of connection at all to anything, other than that he was at the hospital.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make you a murderer by any means.
No.
Yeah. So I guess, does that because that information comes from Cooper's dream, do you feel like that kind of calls into question the credibility of his dream?
Well, I think the style of his dream calls into question the credibility of his dream.
Because your dreams are so normal.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a little bit. I think maybe if he has more dreams and there's more information, that kind of is accurate.
Yeah.
It will be better than if he has all these dreams and they lead nowhere.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll get a bit old quickly. Yeah. I guess now at the moment I'm kind of I want to see more of his dreams, but I'm kind of don't know whether they'll go anywhere.
Yeah, if they're of any kind of age.
Yeah.
You know, in the dreams, actually this is kind of a really a red herring, but how he's old too.
Yeah.
So that has to have some meaning as well, I feel. And we had this kind of wonderful scene in that whole build up to the one-armed man with Andy dropping his gun. And it goes off too, it's great.
Yeah.
And then in the room when it opens his case and it's filled with shoes and stuff like that. So Andy's getting a bit of a hard time this episode. You feel nothing but sympathy for him, right?
Yeah, no, I think he feels like the closest thing to comic relief in the show.
But with a kind of sweet kind of
but you kind of feel sorry for him as well. Because he's trying his hardest, you just can't.
You know he's going to have a big moment at some point, don't
Hopefully,
you?
Maybe he's the one who catches the killer.
Yeah. So there was a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. And then they had that scene where they go down to the basement to do gun practice.
Yeah.
It's just really odd. That was an odd scene in itself. Then we have this kind of sidetrack into... Is it Edna? She, I think... Who has the diner?
Norma.
Norma.
Yeah.
I knew it was some name like that. Norma Bates, no. That's another show altogether. We knew her husband was in jail and we knew the parole thing was coming up. But it all kind of took place. And despite how normal he acts, he gives you a creepy vibe straight away, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
It's really weird because most of what he does is normal, but then there's the domino. He's what? Why is he you think he's creepy because he's playing with a domino, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really the only thing that kind of sets you off.
Yeah, and I think it's a credit to the actor that kind of he has that he exudes that creepiness.
Yeah.
With just a domino.
Yeah.
Nothing he says is creepy.
Yeah.
How he looks isn't all that different to the other characters.
Except for being in the early 90s.
Yeah.
That's creepy because that's creepy, but...
But yeah, just he kind of. I think it's also because Norma
Yeah.
and Ed are in a relationship.
Yeah.
So obviously.
And they're one of the relationships you just really want to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So obviously him kind of coming out of jail.
Yeah.
Kind of throws a wrench in that automatically.
Yeah.
Which it kind of gives you a bad vibe just from that.
Yeah, and we get straight away. Well, like within the episode, like that confirmation that something's wrong with that guy. Like he calls Josie, like in the kind of last moments of the episode, or pretty close to, and he's sucking on the domino, then, isn't it? It's just like, again, it's such a simple but creepy gesture, isn't it? Like it's just phenomenal. But we know nothing about that other than that. Obviously he's bad news. Yeah. We also get Audrey and Donna playing detective, both for different reasons, I guess. Like, I think Donna feels like James, she needs to appease some sort of guilt over her relationship with James. You know what I mean? But Audrey seems to be doing it to impress Agent Cooper.
Yeah.
So, obviously they don't end up together because it's just creepy.
Yeah.
But that was the original plan for them to get, and Kyle MacLachlan didn't like that storyline at all. So, but they make a wonderful pair. Like Cheryl Fenn as Audrey is just wonderful. Like she's so cool.
Yeah, that team up looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And so while Donna didn't do anything particularly helpful, Audrey is trying to get in with her father. Because she believes there's some connection there, and wants a job at the cosmetic counter, which we discovered Laura worked at. So yeah, like, how do you kind of see that playing out? Do you think they'll actually reveal crucial information or uncover something?
They might uncover something that leads to crucial information.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the new information that comes up could come from anywhere at the moment, because I haven't really made any progress in like who the murderer is. Like they've got clues here and there. So yeah, I feel like it could come from anywhere at the moment, from any character. So yeah, that might lead to something, or again, it might just be a complete red herring. At the moment.
Yeah, so like I guess speaking of like the kind of clues and evidence, we have a big part of the episode devoted to, well, two pieces of evidence, but mainly one. Like, so we get this call from Agent Cooper's boss about Albert's findings, and there's this whole thing with him trying to get Truman in trouble, which is pretty funny. But then it reveals that there was like a bird had attacked Laura, a minor bird, or there was a parakeet or something like that. Something. And there was also a One-Eyed Jack's ship, which, we don't know how that kind of all ties in, but they spent a bunch of this time investigating the minor bird, and they do find that connection, don't they? It's
one of the drug.
Renault's. Jack Renault's bird. So again, it's that kind of thing where there's this piece of just this crucial little thing, you know what I mean? And it kind of reveals, kind of comes into play.
Yeah, they're not kind of taking big steps with the evidence they're revealing, but kind of everything means together means something.
Of course, a big crucial piece of evidence does come into play, and that's Leo's shirt. Now Bobby, he takes it to Jack Renault's house. I don't know why he took it there though.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was no kind of connection, but anyway, the police come to Jack Renault's house. Bobby's inside, and he leaves Leo's shirt there. So obviously that's going to play out over the next couple of episodes. But it was good how it kind of all like tied in together, the bloody shirt and all that kind of stuff. I guess I'll ask this question because it's not a question I can answer without, because I already know. You get like Leo getting set up to light the meal on fire. Yeah. You get the shirt. Do you is he your primary suspect still?
Yeah, he still would be my primary suspect.
Like everything seems to be kind of throwing you to him.
Everything's pointing at him at the moment.
Yeah.
Even with the whole, Shelley knows it's Leo's shirt because she stitched LJ to the collar.
Yeah.
Like obviously the police are going to find that.
Yeah.
Seeing as he's a suspect already, kind of hinted back to him. So, yeah, at the moment he is the primary suspect for me.
He seems to be the go-to criminal too. So like Jack Horn kind of uses him. Even though he like stuffs up the other job with the drugs and stuff like that. So all those kind of pieces are playing in together. We'll because really we've only got like 3 or 4 episodes left of this season. Yeah. And like it's revealed before the end of the season who killed her.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's a good moment. It's a good moment when it comes to light. Cool. So cheers, and thanks for joining us on another episode of Welcome to Twin Peaks. We draw ever closer to finding out who killed Laura Palmer. As always, you can do all those typical YouTube type things, subscribing and liking and loving and sharing and all that stuff. Till then, see ya.